Well, how about this? I might be desperately asking the FM24 beta to wait one more day if we win in this episode because we are facing Barcelona in a Champions League semi-final. What a run it's been, but now we face the side who broke our hearts last year. Yes, hello and welcome along to part 185 of this Build a Nation story, Lifting Spirits with me, Daniel. Today it is a chance to reunite our rivalry with Barcelona, who narrowly broke our hearts in the last 16 of the Champions League last year. Since then, we have signed a couple of superstars, been able to add players to our squad, and we have of course made history by reaching a semi-final. Can we continue to run today? Well, if you want to find out, then please do put a thumbs up on the video. We've got Larn in between in the Irish Prem, but we're not going to worry about that. There is only one thing that matters as we finish this save. The league is won, the players are agreed for signing in the summer. We met one of the stars last time out. This time it is Distillery v Barca, and it is all that matters over two legs. We've got a big dilemma for the away leg as well. What do we do tactically after that weird game against City a couple of weeks ago? And of course, the one former Barca man we've got in our squad in Maxinio Becerra, who we signed from them in January, is the man we couldn't register this year. Last time out, when we faced Barca last season, it was Diego Rodriguez. He is in today. We've also had Ryan Leary and other players join since. We are a strong squad. Are we strong enough? Well, we've got to go and find out. Firstly, let me very quickly show you what's happened in the schedule. 3 games since you were last with me for the City quarter-final. We beat Porto down by 8 with Rodriguez getting 4 of them. 5-1 against Glentoran with Declan Hendry getting all of them in a 23-minute spell. And 2-0 against Coleraine with Becerra and the returning Aaron Simmons, who has been out on loan for the most part this season. Not even sure why he's back in mid-April. But now we have got to go ahead to face Barcelona over 2 legs. Becerra unregistered, but everyone else supposedly available. Last year, you may remember we played the back 5 in both legs, and while it worked pretty well away from home, at home we were relatively toothless. On this occasion, we have got a massive opportunity. Distillery versus Barcelona, and my word, is this one way to finish the series, because we have got a sold-out Windsor Park, a record attendance, record gate receipts, and a massive opportunity to reach the showpiece event in European football. And if we can do that, even if we lose it, quite frankly, I consider it objective done. Let's go and get through the team selection so I can show you what we've gone for today. I don't think there's any surprises in there. We've got a slightly leggy Gavin Reid on the bench because I want as many senior players there as possible. But the lineup, I don't think there's any surprises. We've gone for Rivera rather than Leary on the right, who isn't playing that well. Rivera's a slightly more defensive-minded option. And of course, it allows us to rest him at the weekend if we want to go with wing-backs next midweek. But the rest of the team is first choice. It's David Ekon in goal. Freeman and Aziada fullbacks with Puric and O'Donnell centre-half. Xavier and Montero the fullbacks with Rivera and Rodriguez out wide. And then Belicci behind Henry up front, who now has 59 goals for the season. Rauha, Paleka, Bayer Van Zheng all offer a goal threat on the bench if we need it. So let's go and get through to the first leg and see if we can get a lead at Windsor Park. Well, here we go then. 2 changes for Barcelona, who go very strong today. Fabinho, the centre-half, is brilliant. Pafgen at left-back the same. Bar was the man who broke our hearts last year. We've got to watch out for him in midfield on nearly $500,000 a week. Marinov and Carter, world-class, brilliant strikers, and lots of quality on the bench if need be. Xavi still in charge, just like Pep in the last round, another manager that stuck with his job for some reason. But we're going to get through the tunnel, through all the introductions, and into the first half highlights as we make history in the Champions League again. Well, never did I think we'd get to the stage a couple of years ago even, where we go positive and front-footed against Barca, as the ball works its way across the box in the 4th minute, and Belicci just couldn't get enough on it. In the end, it deflects wide, and Xavier's got the corner to the back post. It's headed away. Do not let them counter from our own set piece. Bazzano brings it away, we force him backwards, and it dwindles out. But 5 minutes gone, and the first chance goes to Distillery. But we're up the other end now, and here is Benedetti, the right back. Great ball, Marinov in. Too easy, but too good. found a pocket, found a bit of space from nowhere, and we're not ready to deal with that. We'll encourage the lads to get them behind us. We went a goal down. We went 2 goals down, in fact, at home to City. It's not over yet, but it's not a good start, and that is a familiar pattern here. This one, rather than a set-piece problem, we're just carved open from open play. Well, I'm a bit worried that half an hour in, we are yet to have a shot on target. Barca are dominating, though we haven't seen any more highlights. We've just dropped a balance for now to try and get us to half-time. Bar gets it out to Carter on the left. Freeman wins it back well, and Puric can play out from the back with Azier. Don't do anything silly, please. It's back to Ekon, and he switches sides to O'Donnell. Wide on the right to Rivera, who's very deep there. We'll be forced back to Freeman. We've built up a bit of a base here. We're making Barca chase. Xavier finds Balicci. He's got a run from Rivera, tries to go alone. Little bit of a mix-up there. And Barca have it back in defence. We know they're going to try and keep the ball and play through us. And they've done it pretty well there, in fairness. Though Xavier nicks it off Marinov. The goal scorer concedes possession. Xavier away down the right. Options in the middle. Cross to flex up. It's high. It's not going anywhere, though. Xavier knocks it down for Rivera. Back to Ademir Balicci. Boom, it's 1-1. Brilliant finish from him. Not quite sure what the celebration is, but Balicci is delivering. Anyone remember Del Guidice? The thing of the past. Carmichael coming in the summer to add to this brilliant attacking line. But at half-time, we are back on level terms. And Ademir Balicci, as he so often has been, is the big game player for us up there. It is our only shot on target in the first 48 minutes, but it's a pretty crucial one, as this cagey game has got back on terms. And now, we're wondering if it'll become that thriller as Freeman nicks it right down by the corner flag. Back to Xavier Sinter. Options on the edge, but maybe sensibly. Just plays back to O'Donnell, who gives it back to him. Xavier has support, switches sides to Azier. Good football. Carries it forward with space. Shoots! Oh, where did that come from? Azier hardly ever shoots, hardly ever gets in forward positions. And he nearly scored a rocket. As Xavier breaks away, Balicci can't get on the end of it. And it's cleared downfield straight to Azier, but we've got them penned in. This is the first spell of real pressure we've had, but then Puric gives the ball away in a really poor position. Carter's away, and if we concede from here, it would be absolutely heartbreaking. Goran Puric has made a mistake on the ball. He's been such a good signing for us, but that is pretty unforgivable. And Barca show their quality on the break from there. They probably just about edged it on the game and deserved the goal. But we'd started that second half really well. And I worry this is going to be a hammer blow. Marinov to be closed down. It's a bit late for that. At the hour mark, it is a devastating 2-1 defeat at the minute. Ademir Balicci gets the free kick. Good save from De Jong. It's a corner. But we need to offer a little bit more here. I'm going to make changes in a moment. It's a rare mistake from the centre half, but you look at those tired legs going forward and there are some worries. With 20 minutes remaining, we've got to throw the dice a little here. I'm going to take Azier off for the more aggressive fullback in Timofeyev. I'm going to take Declan Hendry off, who again has struggled for Rauha. Rodriguez will be replaced by Leary on the left. Bayavang will come on as the number 10. We'll save the last sub in case of an injury or whatever else. Montero is probably going to be the man because of his attitude. We're just over 10 remaining. We could really do with nicking a draw here because a 1-goal home defeat cost us against them last season. And even being level, as we saw against City, can make all the difference. As Freeman finds Rivera, ball into Rauha. Oh, how did he miss? I mean, it's a wonderful save, but he was given a chance. And that's the concern. We're now dominating the stats apart from possession. But we've not got anything to show. Montero is the worst performer of the three. Xavier and Freeman are knackered. I think I'm going to take off Xavier, you know. I'm going to bring on Zheng, who is the model professional, who is that quick winger. Bayavang will drop in. Leary goes in the middle. Zheng goes off the left-hand side. We've got 10 minutes remaining. We're going to keep pushing them. We're going to keep encouraging them. Because it's been an even game, but ultimately, we're just going to come out on the wrong side of it. It is a 2-1 win for Barcelona at Windsor Park. And now we have got an awful lot of work to do at the new camp. Let's go back to the second leg, see if we can do it. We'll get through the long game off camera. We'll be back in a minute when we go to Spain. Here we go then, the moment of truth, and we've got a lot of work to do. But first, we did complete a third successive invincible season after 17 without a single one. It was by the skin of our teeth though, a 3-3 draw against Larne, an 89th minute goal for Balikci off the bench after Ryan Leary had got back in form with a brace. But we now go into this one needing a 1-goal victory at Barcelona to force extra time, or a 2-goal victory to make our first ever Champions League final. This is already a run that has been a dream for us. This could be the final game we ever see from this series on camera. Let's go and see what we can do tonight. We're going to change to our back 5 away from home, and we'll be back in a minute to run through the team. Well, here is what we've gone for, and I'd be lying if I said I was anything other than petrified. We have got a very similar team to last week, albeit in a very different shape, and it's the usual changes you would expect in a match like this. So Schweb comes in at centre-half, the 2 wing-backs, Rivera drops back from his attacking position, Timofeyev comes in at left wing-back, Ender Gunder's in midfield, Rauha in up front, the rest of it exactly the same. The men to drop out are Rodriguez and Balikci, and then the 2 fullbacks Freeman and Azier. Let's just go and see how we get on. Away from home at the new camp, last year in the last 16, we went 2 up and then threw it away to draw 2-2 on the night. Will the same happen today? They've gone for exactly the same 11. They've got a brilliant team, but we are 90 minutes potentially from a Champions League final, and no matter what, we are definitely competing with the big boys. Back in a minute for the first half highlights. We're just 4 minutes gone in this game, and Barcelona are the team in the ascendancy with the ball, but they give it away to Montero. And what I love about this tactic is you get that square of pressing at the front as Declan Hendry's in. Always put it a whisker wide. You've got to score those. On a night like this as well, you cannot afford to miss them chances. As Carter cuts it back, it could be really costly. Rivera's nicked the ball in that wing-back position. Now he's weirdly running towards his own goal. Cleared as far as Benedetti. And Barcelona start again. We don't want to concede here. Carter gets his way down the left. There's the pocket of Northern Irish fans up in that corner. Back to Pafgen and again to Silvera. Maciel can shoot but finds Bassano. Benedetti in from the right. There's loads in the middle. Brilliant save, David Ekon. But good football from Barca. They look like they carved us apart there. And now they've got a corner kick. This is what let us down in the quarters and almost cost us this position. But we head this one away to Xavier and we can break it clear. A massive chance missed from Declan Hendry, but also a huge save from Ekon. It could go either way, this. Well, here we are, a quarter of the game gone. It did quieten down briefly, but we're back now on the right with Rivera. Puric releases him. It's a brilliant run. 3 in the middle if he can find the cut back. Oh, he went across the box to Rauha. It was a good ball and it was a good block. But if he could have cut it back, the other 2 were unmarked. Didn't quite pull it off. And now Xavier's got the corner. There's plenty of men in the middle. Rauha's up at the back post, but he can't win it. And now Bassano's clear. I'm not sure who that was. Montero didn't get across to cover there. Bassano will take on his man. If we concede from our own corner, we deserve to go out, quite frankly. In the end, it peters out. We've had more of the stats, you can see that. Our possession, we're dominating this game, but we've not got anything to show for it, and we need a goal soon. As Bar gives the ball to Pafgen, we know what quality he's got, and there he is making that run in behind again. No, not again. It's a penalty kick. VAR will check it. The ball, I hate the animations on this because the ball looks like it's been won every time. I want to see what the commentary said. O'Donnell a little too forceful to get there. Not quite as controversial as the one against City, but it took a penalty conceded last round to cheer us up and get us into gear. And David Ekon, do you know what? I've given that man a lot of stick in this series. He has popped up with 2 huge moments tonight. The big save after 6 minutes, and then he only saves the penalty, tips it behind, and then comes and claims the corner too. What a night it could be for that man. And after 35 minutes, it's 0-0. And we're still in this tie. And that's all I want. Let's get to half-time and still be in it. It is almost identical to the Manchester City game, albeit with less goals than the quarter-final. But we're a goal down with 45 minutes to go. And it's at what point we twist again. Make that change to the back 4 and push forward for the equaliser. But now we want to stay in the game. Puric finds Gunders into Sinter. And now Gunders again. Rauha's up. The big game. Red card curse strikes. But not for us. Not for us this time. It is for Barcelona. Juan is sent off. And now it makes the decision even tougher. 30-year-old Brazilian, superb centre-half. But he's off the pitch and we've got to throw on the right with Rivera. Sinter gets it back to him. Plays a 1-2. Good cross, but just over here. Timofeyev will recycle it though. Got options behind. Schweb is one of them. Marinov holds him up, but it's wide to Timofeyev. Montero's on the edge. Schweb again. Just cannot break through this deep defensive Barcelona wall. Who would have thought this? Barcelona clinging on against Distillery. As Gunders finds O'Donnell. Plenty of options through the middle. Maybe now we need to go to the 4. Have that width. Because here is Rivera. Has options ahead of him. Goes alone. Releases Montero. And he's shown there why he very rarely scores. Can't quite find the finishing product. And it stays 0-0 on the night. Montero back to Schweb. Big pump forward to Rauha. This is the benefit of this system. We've now got 2 up. Xavier supporting them. Rauha's making a run. He's through. Oh, great save. The commentary said it all. It looked a certain goal. It was a brilliant effort. It was going in towards that far corner. And it's a staggering save from De Jong. The 2 keepers have been brilliant tonight. But at the moment, it's all Distillery. I'm not going to make the change yet because we're dominant. But I will keep an eye on it. As Xavier puts the corner in, De Jong comes and claims. Brilliant goalkeeping again. Oh, this could be heartbreaking because we are the better side at the minute. But we cannot find that finishing touch. And with 20 to go, I'm going to go for it. We're going to do exactly what we did against City. We're going to go back to our usual tactic and we're going to find a team that suits it. So at the back, Schweb will be the man sacrificed. O'Donnell will stay on. Schweb will come off. We're going to go 4. Montero off as well. Gunders will stay on. And Declan Hendry, I think, will stay up front. He's been the better of them. And that will mean a whole new attacking midfield 3. Balikci in the middle. The left-hand side will be Rodriguez. The right-hand side will be Ryan Leary. Scored 2 at the weekend. He's back. Let's see what they can do. 3 changes. 2 wing-backs playing as the full-backs here. And we just need a goal to take this further. Rivera's been our best player, but he's absolutely knackered. And I feel like I'm going to be forced into the change soon. O'Leary's nicked the ball high. 1 back off him immediately. And Barca can play out. They've got 8 of their 9 players behind the ball. And the 1 up front gives it away to Rodriguez. Leary finds Balikci. Great ball for Gunders. Cleared away. He's just not got the quality. They will be the final 2 subs, I think. Rivera due to fitness. Gunders due to quality. But we've got a real chance. And we're through now with Declan Hendry. He's in 1-on-1. He's hit the post. Oh, God. 10 minutes to go. How are we behind in this tie? Rivera is going to switch with Matthew Freeman. And up front, in midfield, is going to be Gundersov and Bayavang on. Last throw of the dice, this is. It is all Lisburn Distillery against 10-man Barca. But we cannot find a breakthrough. We're dominating the game and we've won it high again. Rodriguez is up. He's got Henry inside of him. Options either side. It falls for Rodriguez. Through to Bayavang. Been here ages. Scores the big goal. Klaus Bayavang. Now homegrown at the club, having been here since the age of 18. He was the first man to break the wage structure. And he has just scored the biggest goal in this club's history. Not started a game in the Champions League this season. Been a substitute in 13 of the 14 matches. And what a super sub appearance this is. We've now got a free kick on the left. Rodriguez in. Puric up. Oh, over the bar. I can't handle it. I can't handle it with 3 minutes to go. We're going to extra time. Barca will be knackered. We're not far off either. And it's stick or twist time. Do we go for a replacement up front for Hendry? Or do we go for a replacement at left back for Timofeyev? The options are Azier left back, Haleka or Zheng out wide. I'm going to go Timofeyev off and I'm going to go Azier on. The Spaniard will know Barcelona well. He's also fit up better defensively if we get ahead. But crucially, we have got a real opportunity here. We're into extra time of a Champions League semi-final. We're up against 10 men, but it's almost harming us because we're not getting a chance to break on them, which is where our strength has been all season. O'Donnell does really well there to win it back though. And Xavier finds Ademir Balikci, releases Bayavang who can't quite get there. And Bassano goes back to De Jong. Barca still trying to play out, just conserving energy more than anything. And not being able to break on them is a really big problem. Xavier Sinter though Wins it back again. He's running out of steam now, but he's been sensational. Rodriguez breaks down the left. Back to Azier, the left back. Chips in. Cleared away again. Oh, the deflection. Oh, what a goal. What a way for it to happen. The clearance deflects off the Barcelona player. Bobbles back into the box. Ademir Belikci with a weird looping header into the corner. And the goalkeeper's beaten. Oh my God, what's happening? How on earth is this occurring in the final season? Please, Miles, please, SI, do not put the beater out tonight. We might need a slot for a Champions League final. Rodriguez gets in from the left-hand side. Chance to shoot. Great save, De Jong. He has been a thorn in our side. I mean, the goalkeepers deserve so much credit tonight. If Ekon had let that penalty in, we could have been game over and out, to be honest. It would have been 2-0 on the night. And with 11 men, they would have been comfortable and relaxed. Instead, we got them worried. We forced the mistake. And since then, there is nobody that has deserved it more than this. 1 minute of stoppage time. We've dropped to balance. We've got the time wasting on. I genuinely don't believe it. I mean, a lot of things went in our favour there. But we've got a Champions League final. Holy hell, what is going on? What a final episode it's going to be. What a final moment for this save. We've qualified for the Club World Championship and we play Arsenal in the final of the Champions League. Ekon was man of the match despite a brilliant attacking display. Well, you all know how this save's going to finish tomorrow, don't you? We are going to go for the Champions League final. A massive occasion for Lisburn Distillery. Where is the final being held? I don't even get to see that, do I? It is at the Johan Cruyff Arena in the Netherlands, in Amsterdam. What a night out for the Northern Irish fans. I don't fancy our chances against them, but I didn't fancy them against Manchester City. It's English opposition. It's a huge event. Arsenal have lifted the trophy 2 times during this save. And Lisburn Distillery not only break their new ground by getting past the last 16, they've got all the way to the final with superb attacking talent and a defensive team that has young players improving. It is as simple as that. Tomorrow's episode, hopefully, will not be disrupted by the FM24 beta because the Champions League final will be the final episode of this save. And my word, is it a fitting finish for the finale. We will be back for that. I hope you don't miss it. The Champions League final is a super event and we will see whether Lisburn Distillery can make it in the final episode of the save. A few of you predicted this in the comments. I've got to be honest, I thought we were going in the quarters. And when that penalty was given in the semis, I thought we were done. What a moment. I'll see you tomorrow for it. If you enjoyed this one, please do chuck a thumbs up on the video. Subscribe for daily FM24 content from the beta. But please, SI, wait one more day. Let me get that Champions League final done. Back tomorrow for it. All the links in the eye above in the description. I'll see you tomorrow.